Hey everybody, RoseCloud9. Here's the final video from my Zvezda 1200 Soviet Transport Li-2 right here. Again, it's in 200 scale, part of their Art of Tactics series, and I turned it into C-47 Skytrain, and she's all done. All finished. I'm so thrilled. I really like this. Yeah, I do have the problems with the decals on the wings, and on the tail, but it's not too bad. Like I said, it looks like faded olive drab, which is pretty cool. The base turned out pretty nice for it, I think. I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, I gotta mention the propellers. You remember in the first video or second video, I mentioned that the propellers were on there a little thick, and they're pretty fragile. So when you're building it, use a bit of extra caution with the propellers because the plastic here is pretty soft. And when I was putting them into the cowling, I almost bent them off, and don't want to do that again. So all I did is I painted them black, silver, and then the tips are yellow. Painted the landing gear underneath and all that stuff, and yeah, set it down on this nice little base here, and there you go. It's a good kit. It's easy to build. The only problem with it are those nasty seams on the fuselage and on the bottom of the fuselage, but that just takes a little bit of puttying and sanding them down, and they're pretty gone. But they're pretty noticeable, and they're pretty thick. But do I recommend this kit? Most definitely. I think this is a terrific kit that any modeler will have a fun time building. It's only $5, guys. So if you go out and buy this one, most likely you're just gonna have a fun time building this tiny little kit. You could build the one on the box, or like what I did here, build a different version of the DC-3, C-47, stuff like that. I am going to buy this kit again. I really, really liked it, and I'd like to build a couple more. And it's just a very fun, enjoyable model. It's specifically if you're into weekend builds, which I know a lot of people are. It's a small scale, but it's not that much smaller than like 72nd scale 109 or Spitfire. It's a bit smaller than that, but if you're worried about it being too fussy, I know a lot of modelers don't like 1/144th because it's too tiny, but this isn't bad. You shouldn't run into any problems like that. A little bit of fluff on there. But I can't really say any cons about it. It's been pretty simple. One thing to watch out for is when I put the cowlings on to the cells there, they are very, very thick, and the cowlings are a bit too small. So you might want to sand them down, because what happened is when I test fitted them, when I was spray painting or airbrushing, I just put them on just a little bit, so they basically fit on there, and the plastic was splitting, and I could see all these little white veins from the plastic separating. So that was about it. Nice feature again of the clear parts, because the JU-52 does not have clear parts, and that this one does is kind of cool. I didn't think they, would. I thought it was like the JU-52, and then I got this one and it's clear parts. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, really, really fun little model. I really, really enjoyed it, and hope you've enjoyed watching this, and if the how to paint D-Day stripes was any bit helpful to you, I hope so. If not, no worries. Go use the decals if they stress you out, or find your own way to do it. There's more than one way to do something in the world. And yeah, glad I had some spares that I could pull this off. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it. But the decals that come in the kit, if you're building the kit version, they're They should. No, they are really good decals. I've used them before on the Hurricane. But yeah, that's it. This is my Skytrain. I finally got to build one. Again, if anyone has any D-Day group builds, um, consider this my submission because I won't be able to contribute to any D-Day group builds, and this is the 70th anniversary of D-Day. I know Airfix is making a bunch of really cool D-Day kits, and they're actually releasing a brand new Skytrain in 72nd scale. Whole new tool, everything. It's spectacular. You should go check that out. Definitely on my hit list. I have to get that one someday. One from my dad too. He loves this plane as much as I do. Probably even more actually, since he's flown in them a couple of times. But yeah, I'd really appreciate that if anyone has D-Day group builds, just give them a heads up. I don't get notifications on my YouTube channel anymore. I don't know why, all the snafus of YouTube and stuff like that they don't come through properly. And so I don't really know what's going on anymore. And I'm betting there's going to be a couple D-Day group builds, and I'd like to submit this anyways. The only thing that I think could have made it better for my little base here that I thought of would be cool is if I had some figures for it, some little paratroopers and like a jeep or something like that. But definitely a bunch of paratroopers in the field over here would look really cool for kind of a mini diorama and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't want to weather it. I don't know. I don't have small tools to do kind of weathering. I have sort of, well, I have small tools. I don't have tiny tools to do, microscopic weathering and stuff. So I kind of like the cleaner look though. As far as I could tell, they should have been rather clean going at D-Day because they were all repainted. That's just what I've heard, but yeah, there's no panel lines and stuff to follow, so I can't quite do little bits of silvering and stuff like that. So I left it clean. I like it clean. I'm not good at weathering, so I don't do it too much. But for me, this looks good. It looks fun. It was an enjoyable model. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks everyone for watching and commenting. I appreciate it, and I try to reply to as many as I can, although sometimes I do forget, and I apologize for that in advance, and something I'm trying to remedy to do better. But yeah, here it is. Zvezda's 1/200 scale LA2 DC3 C-47 yada yada yada. This is the kit. It's an awesome kit. Again, it's only $5, and it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Rebels of Cloud9, signing out.